Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you a partner solution for bulk creating content and pages on your MyListing website. This partner is LPagery, and I did a video earlier today on this partner and introducing them and telling you why I formed the partnership and going over, the club member benefits from this partnership and going over the pricing plans and so on and so forth. So go ahead and check out that video as well. Here in this video, we're going to get into more of the technical stuff and create a few pages here from a template using LPagery. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. I've got nothing but the free version installed. This is going to be adequate for a lot of people out there. You may never need to pay for this, but the advanced pro features are really awesome. Really quick rundown of what those are. You see them grayed out here on my screen. So the first one is the ability to select a parent page. So what we're going to do in this video is create a set of parent region pages as an example. If you later wanted to go and create child region pages, for example, you want to nest those pages underneath the parent. So you would need the pro version to be able to do that in mass, okay? Setting a custom URL slug is a pro feature. Being able to select categories or specific tags, or being able to select a page status. So with the free version, it's going to set everything to publish, which isn't the end of the world. It's probably fine in most cases. But even then, you can go back through and do a bulk edit and change them to whatever you want, private, draft, whatever, after the fact if you want. So not a huge deal, okay? But like I said, the standard version, I should say, is the entry-level paid plan for LPagery. And the free version is almost identical to it. The only difference is instead of getting 5 placeholder pages, just think of placeholder pages as templates. We're going to look at here in a second. The only other thing you're not going to get is the radius feature, which is a more advanced feature that allows you to say, hey, without me doing anything necessarily, let's mass create any region that is within a certain distance of something other location that I input. So let's say I put in a certain city and then I say, hey, everything within 10 miles of that city, just go out and create those pages for me. All right. So that is a really, really awesome feature. It's more advanced. So that's why it's a paid feature. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive in. The very first thing that LPagery is going to want you to do, this is the LPagery dashboard we're looking at. It's going to want you to select a template page. This is what they call also a placeholder page in their pricing, but it's just the template page. All right. Most people are probably not going to go over 2 or 3. I shouldn't say most. It's highly unlikely. I don't know what the right words are. I'm just trying to say that the free plan is going to be great for most people. So figure out how to word that better. Okay. So we need a page. We need a template to work from. All right. So let's go ahead. We've got no pages in here. We're starting from scratch. Let's just create a new page. And one of the functions of LPagery is using curly brackets. Anything between the left and the right curly bracket is what's used to pull in the data dynamically, okay? So for the title of this page, I'm just going to call it left curly brackets, again for LPagery, parent region, okay? And then I'm going to do that right curly bracket to close it, and that's it. As far as LPagery so far on this page. I'm going to save this as a draft. This is another key thing. You don't have to publish this page, which is good for SEO. Just keep it as a draft. You don't want those search engines crawling this template page. The other thing too is you can just go ahead and publish this page and then just tell search engines not to crawl it. So totally up to you there. Easiest just to leave it saved as a draft. Okay, then we in the MyListing community, we use Elementor, right? So let's go and customize this page as we want with Elementor. I'm on staging here also, guys. So if there's a bit of slowness, I apologize. It's going to be a little slower because it's in staging. Okay, so let's create our page. I've got one open on my other screen with some content. So I'm just going to copy that and paste that in. It's just simply a background image with an H1 heading here and then a little design here in the shape divider. That's it. There's nothing more to this. So it's not like I built something but extravagant before doing this video and I'm not sharing it with you guys. It's very basic stuff. Okay. All right. So what we want to do is dynamically fill in this H1 with the name of the region, right? The name of the parent region. So we're going to clear out this title that Elementor automatically drops in there for us. We're going to do that left curly bracket again, and we're just going to type in parent region and then a right curly bracket. Okay, so that's going to dynamically populate based off of our spreadsheet, which we will create here in a second. What else would we might do? We'd probably want to do another, do an H2 just down here to where we start to introduce the region, for SEO value. So we're going to drop an H2 down in there. And this isn't really related to LPagery, but it is part of creating a highly dynamic region page. You want it to be as dynamic as possible so you don't have to manually go in and edit these pages. Okay, we're going to clear out the title just as we did with the H1. And this time we're going to go back into our dynamic tags and we're going to choose post title. So this is going to dynamically pull in the name of the region, right? But we're going to click on this. If you click on the word post title, it opens up this ability to add text either before or after our dynamic term, right? So before that, we're going to just put in here in the United States, we have states, and that's the region we're going to use for our example here. So I'm going to say state of, and then hit the space bar. So I put a little space in there. This is going to dynamically fill in the words state of, and then the space, and then it's going to pull in the name of our parent region right here, as we see here. Okay, pretty cool stuff. Now we need some text. We need to start talking about this so there's even more SEO value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Elementor's text editor widget. I'm going to clear it out as well. I'm going to switch over to the text tab. I like to switch over there whenever I'm adding, special characters and things like that. It's safer. It's a safer way to do it. Go back in there. I'm not sure what happened. Switching over to the text tab. I'm going to put that left curly bracket. This time I'm going to do parent region description. You can call this whatever you want. You just got to you can call this whatever you want. You can call this whatever you want. You can call whatever you want in between those curly brackets. It just has to match your spreadsheet. Okay. So parent region description. And I'm going to save this as a draft. I'm not going to publish it. Okay. So let's just hypothetically say this was the entire design of our parent region page. Now you're going to want to do more, and you can check these out on the club website. I've got a number of parent region page templates. I'm working with the upcoming Canvas starter site to try my best to make it 100% dynamic. Like that is the goal for sure, is to make it 100% dynamic. So let's see what we have to do here on the LPagery side. We go back to the LPagery dashboard. We need to select that page template that we just built. There we go. Now we need to scroll down here and choose our spreadsheet, which we have not created. So I wanted to create that with you guys here live. Here we are with a blank Excel worksheet. Depending on how you approach this, you can use Google Sheets, you can use Excel. If you use Google Sheets, that works with one of the paid features, which is Google Sync. So whatever you set up in your Google Sheet, if you ever need to make changes in mass, then whatever you change on the Google Sheet side is going to change on your website side. So that's a really cool feature. It's a paid feature. Okay. All right. So the very first thing we need to do is we need to get that parent region title in there. We need to tell LPagery what to name our region pages. Okay. So remember, we did that left bracket with the word parent region in the middle. Okay, so that's all we type in here is parent region. Okay, and then we had the description, right? So we need a column here to be able to give those values. So I'm going to put in parent region description. They have to match up to what we put into that page template. Okay, so real quick recap here. We have parent region in left and right curly brackets, and then parent region description in left and right curly brackets. And we see that right here on our spreadsheet. Okay. So those are the headings for our columns. Now, whatever we put below this is our values. So in this column, whatever we put in here is the name of our page. Okay. One of the states here in the United States is Illinois. Another state here in the United States is North Carolina. Okay, another state would be California. Okay, we'll just do 3 pages for the purposes of this video. Okay. Okay, now for this the description, we want to say something like the state of Illinois is great. Now, you would want to put a lot more than this in there. You'd want to put SEO keywords, all of that sort of thing. Build this out for sure. But just for the purposes of this video, we're going to keep it short and sweet. I'm going to duplicate this text through my other fields here, my other Excel cells. I'm going to change the names here to match the states. Okay, so now according to our spreadsheet, we are going to create 3 pages, one named Illinois, one named North Carolina, one named California, and we are going to inject these descriptions into those pages. All right, so let's save our file. Let's go back over to LPagery. We need to specify that file down here. So we're choosing our Excel spreadsheet. We're going to click Next. LPagery is going to give us a preview of what it's about to create, and here we go. Says we're going to create these 3 pages and we're going to inject these 3 descriptions in here. Okay. And you can have whatever you want. This spreadsheet can have hundreds, whatever you want, all the way across the screen, whatever you want to inject into these pages. You just make sure you put them into your template over here. So where they need to be injected, and you're good to go. All right. So that's what we're seeing here in LPagery is these column headings. All right. Those would obviously stretch across the screen if you've got a bunch more. Okay, so we're just going to click Create Pages here and let LPagery do its magic. There we go. It says it created all the pages. We see down here in the lower left, it says it's kind of grayed out, but it says created 3. We're going to click this link, go to the processed pages. There we go. We had no pages to start. We see that we've got 4 pages according to our what WordPress says. We've got 3 that are published, which is here our region pages. And then we've got that 4th page, which is our draft that's just sitting there as our template, right? Okay, so here's what we started with. This was our template. Let's check out these pages. There we go. So we injected the name of our page, which is our region, state of space, injected the name of our page, and then this is where we injected our description. Okay, let's go look at another one. There we go, California, state of California. The state of California is great. And lastly, North Carolina. Here we go, North Carolina, state of North Carolina. State of North Carolina is great. Now, you can see the power of this by now, but I mean, it's obvious. You could put like a weather widget in here, like I do like to do on my region pages. You could do listing feeds that you inject certain things like before the listing feed, like this is the top listings in blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth, and then just get creative with your imagination and just really think through all the values and stuff that you want to inject into the page in mass. That's the key. So now let's say this is the free version, right? So now let's say that you want to create 1,000 of these pages and you find out later, like, oh, I wanted to make a change in mass. That's when you're going to need the pro version, to do that, to keep that stuff in sync. Okay. The other option is just to delete all of your pages again, and then make the change in your template, make the change in your Excel spreadsheet, and then just recreate all of those pages all over again. So that is another option that you can do. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just barely scratched the surface on what this sucker can do. There's so many really, really cool things. Like with that radius feature, which is a paid feature, imagine being able to create all these pages automatically without having to do a thing just because of the radius, like the proximity that they're in to whatever location you specify, right? That is a really cool thing. And if you hear snoring in the background, I apologize. That is my dog. Yeah, there's just tons of stuff that you can do, but extremely valuable. Until now, I have not seen anybody do anything like this. So It was all done by hand before. If you had to make one change, you had to manually go to all of your region pages and make all those changes. And it could be a major, major pain. So, hope you guys are as excited about this product as I am, and I will catch you in the next video.